this is Ashley.
And Cindy.
And this is Life for Dummies.
Because we're real dumb.
Join us. Okay, what are we talking about today?
Well, I wanted to know how you celebrate your recovery today.
Oh, I wake up clean.
Exactly. So every day that we get to wake up clean is a great day, right?
Yeah, I'm like just, experiencing so much gratitude most of the time for everything that I have.
And that's a great place to be. I totally believe that gratitude is a state of being. When I practice gratitude on a daily basis, it is how I behave in all my relationships. It's how I feel. It's everything for me.
Honestly, my whole life is so different than what it used to be, even just a short handful of years ago, that it's not hard for me to constantly remember how awesome it is.
Well, and that's the thing. When I first started living this way of life, it was really easy to focus on everything that I didn't have, right? And someone said to me, why don't you look at what you do have and stop worrying about what you don't have? And I was like, oh, and I actually gave a little smart reply, thinking I was smart because I was such a good listener. And, but when I sat back and I actually thought about what they said, it was like, you know what? You have so many things that are going right in your life right now. Like you're waking up, one, clean on a daily basis, on a consistent basis. And every day I wake up clean, every day I have a fighting chance to get through everything and anything that comes my way. And it's only going to keep getting better.
Yeah, I would love for our viewers to think how would you celebrate your life if everything just worked out for you all the time, you were happy all the time, and your life was super awesome with everything you've ever wanted?
And listen, we do actually, that sounds so far-fetched when you say it like that. It's like, that's not possible, but it is possible.
Yeah, I'm not making this up.
On a daily basis, I'm a pretty happy person. I don't want for anything. My life is pretty amazing today. Does that mean that life still happens? Yeah, life still happens. Life on life's terms happens. I have to deal with things. But the manner in which I deal with them today does not make my world crumble.
Oh, that's good. So that was like a mic drop.
Yeah. Mic drop moment.
Yeah, because I guess a lot of the times the chaos that would ensue was just from little things that would happen throughout the day based off of how I would react or respond to things happening to me.
Yeah, and it usually was because it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, correct?
Yes, totally.
So it was like, forget it. All bets are off. This one little thing didn't go my way, so you know what? I'm gonna burn my life down to the ground and harm myself. That's a great idea.
It's so funny because it's really true. Also, it was I have this terrible story that happened today that I can tell everyone at the bar.
Right. Everyone's going to feel bad for me and they'll buy me a shot or a drink.
Totally.
Yeah. That's what we did, right?
Do you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of self-pity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Self-pity is a terrible place to be.
And that's kind of what a lot of that is, because it's kind of feel bad for me, this one thing happened.
Yeah, woe is me. Oh, no one has it as bad as I do. It's an excuse to keep doing what I'm doing and living this terrible life and then wondering why I'm living this terrible life because I can't get out of my own way.
A lot of the times, many of us in active addiction, we have serious self-pity.
Oh, I did. Oh my God. I remember specifically saying one time, you just walk a mile in my shoes and then tell me how you feel. And I remember the response I got, I don't want to walk a mile in your shoes. You're pathetic.
Wow. And what's unfortunate about it is that a lot of the times in active addiction, we don't realize it's self-pity.
Yeah, I didn't think it was self-pity at all. Someone had to point that out to me. They were like, you are sitting on this pity pot. Why do you think your life is so terrible? And someone literally said to me, What's so terrible about being you that you feel as though that this is a good solution?
Wow, that was a really powerful statement to make.
Yeah. And I was like, excuse me, because I was very defensive about how I was living my life because I really thought I'm only hurting myself.
Yeah, there's something to be said about people who are super defensive.
Yeah, they're not happy people. And you're not living a good life when you get defensive. Your behavior's wrong if you're constantly on the defensive.
So these are like really good solutions for today's video because if anywhere in our lives we kind of are like, woe is me, or are on the defensive a lot, then maybe, we can start taking suggestions that Cindy and I have to offer.
Yeah, like number one, why are you defensive? Why are you sitting on a pity pot? Why aren't you getting out of your own way? Like maybe sit back and reflect with awareness. Yes, it's a little bit painful, but when you're aware, then you can start changing.
Yeah, and also why are these things happening to me? A lot of the times they were happening to me because of my own choosing.
Yeah, listen, I signed up for all of it every time. Like I just kept thinking, why did I get mugged? Why am I getting, why are my friends leaving me in the middle? Because you're a nuisance and you're not a safe person to be around. That you are putting yourself in dangerous situations over and over and over again. Like no, yes, this is what happens when we behave a certain way. You get what you get. If you want something different, guess what? You got to do something different.
And that's why it's a crawl, right? Like we
Mm-hmm.
say we have to change everything because imagine if all aspects of our behavior are there, like where we're defensive and woe is me because everything is burning down around me and nothing's working out for me and no one will listen to me and the list goes on. Well, that's kind of a pretty long crawl out of that to the other side where we are doing the right thing and we are attracting good relationships and healthy people and good circumstances into our lives. But thankfully, it's just for today.
It is. It's just for today. And all you have to do is make the decision today that you're going to just change one little thing. It can be anything, but do it. And I bet you'll feel better.
That's what we want for you. We want you to feel really great.
We want you to be happy, joyous, and free.
Keep coming back. We love you.
We love you.